welcome to the Shire. Thanks for joining us today on this cold winter day here in Ohio. Everybody's excited to be outside in the woods, and Bo, as you can see, he's all dressed appropriately for this. We're very excited because a couple of things. Two of the boys are home, and you're going to get to see them here throughout the week with videos, and we're so psyched, we're so excited that they're home. But we wanted to show you the cabin reveal. Are we done with the cabin? No, we're not done. We're never going to be done because projects here at the Shire, they're just varying levels of completion. But we're far enough along in this, and we're so excited to show you what it looks like. We're going to show you some pictures at the very end of what the cabin looked like when we started and when we started the project. But I'm going to show you the outside, some of the things we've done for that, and then Betsy's going to show you the inside, and we're really happy with how things have turned out. Keeping in mind, is it perfect? No, but it's a cabin, and we're very happy with where it came from. So back in about 2002, we had a company called Storage Buildings Unlimited build this building, and it was a storage building. We wanted it configured a little bit like a cabin, so we put this front porch on and the door and window configuration, but in reality it was just a storage building, and we used it that way for many years. Unfortunately, I take full responsibility for this. It fell into some level of disrepair, which you will see from some of the early pictures. But what we've been able to do is we've been able to really do some amazing things with it, and some inspiration that I've gotten from watching various YouTube videos and also from watching some things on HGTV, which is always a troubling channel to watch, specifically Maine Cabin Masters. They've taken some cabins that were in really bad shape and they've made them into some just fabulous, really, really cool places. So super excited to show you it. So we're going to show you the outside first. So this is the front porch, pretty self-explanatory. We put, in the last couple of years, we put a new door in. The old door we had was just a utility door, and we put some new windows that were larger to kind of give us a beautiful view of over to the west side of the property. And if you want to do a quick spin there, Bets, you can kind of see our view out the cabin windows, and they're really, it really is nice. This time of year, you can see all the way to the field across. We get some beautiful sunsets, and it's really kind of a cool situation for us there. But anyways, so the cabin itself used to be brown, and we painted it this really cool black because black is in now, and we used some white trim. Now this is kind of an interesting thing right here. We chose to put this trim around here, and it kind of looked really cool after we were done, but it was purposeful originally because in some of the original pictures you'll see we think it was groundhogs. It could have been skunks, but we think it was probably groundhogs. They actually chewed the bottom of the T111 siding, and the best we can figure is because there was some sort of mineral, maybe a deficiency they had, so as a result they were chewing that to get the minerals out of it. And Bo's playing with
his ice block.
He's playing with an ice block. It's amazing what dogs can entertain themselves with. But at any rate, so we put this trim around there. It really looks good, and it fixed the damage that the groundhogs had done. So as we move around here to the south side of the cabin, this is the side that gets most of the weather. So this is the one that we had to do the most exterior repairs on. We put a new window in. Again, we put that trim down there to fix what the groundhogs had done. And then over here, we talked about this briefly before. This is our generator here that is running the cabin. Our previous video, we talked a little bit about our power options. But this generator is powering all the lights in the cabin and all the things we're doing, like it'll, powers our movie projector, and with the generator we can do all sorts of, teapot, things such as that. Hold on, hush. We'll come around to the east side of the cabin, and right here is our power port. When our generator is plugged into the power port right there to give us power. Now, when we do run commercial power from the barn eventually, that's basically where we're going to run it into. So it goes right into that electrical panel that's inside already set up. So right now we have all the power we need, but eventually we're going to have our 60 amp source. So we continue here. This is Nunya Trail. You've seen that before in previous videos. But here was our latest. This is the northernmost exposure of the cabin. What we did here is we took the old wood stove apart and we did a major reno with that. That's all double walled stovepipe for exterior purposes. So this meets all the codes of today on how we have that plumbed up for the wood stove. And it works really, really well. It's a great little wood stove, probably about 2 sizes bigger than what we need in there, but it works so well that we're not complaining. The other day when we were putting the mural up, it was like 80 degrees in there, and we're going like, man, we need to open a window, and it's only like 40 out. So works great. But we put a bathroom, the door on for the bathroom, so we have another entrance, and then another window on this side. Nature calls, so. And anyways, so as we continue to move around, you can kind of see there's a little artistic thing up there that we decided it's a little bit of a plastic. It's kind of like an additional skylight. We like the idea of the skylights, and we thought that would really be a nice feature up there.
Kind of looks like a peace sign, which I like.
It does. It does look like a peace sign. But this all really came together well. The boys, Bets and I, and my friend Drew, and my neighbor Jack, and friend Jack, we did a lot of this work. We were able to get this up. We started this in the summer. It took a little longer than we thought, but we did it when we had time, because we had lots of projects down here that demanded our time. Number one was just keeping the grass cut and the trails clear of logs and trees. So we were able to do this when we had a chance, and it really came out nicely. But continue to move around.
I'm gonna say really quickly, the rain barrel there is going to be connected to the gutter because we have berries, about an acre of them, that you can't really tell, but they grow all along the side here. And if we have a really dry summer, the extra water is really helpful to make sure we get a good crop of berries.
Yep. Cool. So we keep walking around here. We're back to the west side. And you can kind of see, we're just like I say, we're very proud of how the cabin turned out.
We need something for this big blank wall.
We're not exactly sure what.
Yeah.
You can hear the boys shooting in the background. That's music to our ears, because it means more of the families here. We're not all here, 2 out of 3, but at the end of the week, all 3 boys are here. So.
And they don't get to do that much in California.
Yeah, not too much. But anyways, so like I say, we're really happy to show you. This was the exterior of the cabin. It's on a very simple cement block foundation. Would I recommend that if you were building a cabin? Probably not, but I gotta tell you, 20 years, it has moved not an inch. So that has something to say for how we prepared the ground before. The addition here is actually on more of a post scenario here. Those posts are set in the ground about 4 feet, and so it's a little different configuration, but it's been really good. And like I said, the reason that we decide to do the renovation was that we had really good bones to start out with, like you know, Bets has always said. So anyways, so now, because it's cold, I think we should take you on the inside, and Bets is going to show you a little bit about that. So we'll be right back. Okay, so that kind of completes kind of an outside tour of the cabin and a little explanation of everything we've done to this point with the outside. Now we're going to head on inside and see what Bets is doing and get a tour of the inside and the cabin reveal on what we've accomplished inside. So come on in, let's go inside. Hello.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
We are great. So welcome to the cabin, eh?
Yay. Well, we had so much fun getting the place ready for the boys to come home. We're still waiting as we film this on our oldest, who is busy keeping the skies safe. So I'm gonna go for a little tour. We'll start, I guess, down here, and we put up our Christmas tree. Our neighbors, Jack and Pam, were so kind in letting us have their Christmas tree. It's like a primitive kind of style, and I made sure to put up all of the fun things that, you know, no mom can ever get rid of. The ornaments the kids make when they're like just learning how to spell, or, you know, the preschool ornaments with all of the macaroni pictures on them. We have them all, and they're now on a tree. So we had a lot of fun kind of going through all of that. But so much of the things that we've done in here in the last really 2 years, it's been almost 2 years, not even a full 2 years, have been a trial and error and learn as you go experience. And it's really been, it's just been amazing. It's been really cool. There's been a lot of oopses, but mostly, you know, just everything has turned out, I think, even better than we thought would ever be possible. So Scott and the boys resurrected this beautiful wood stove 2 summers ago, I guess it was 2 summers?
Yeah, maybe longer than that, but we've had it for a lot longer.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it was, you found it on Craigslist
long time ago.
many years ago, like a couple of decades ago. And so seeing this thing, you know, rather than go out and buy a new one, we're big on just trying to repurpose, or as Scott's grandpa Dilly was so good at, just breathing new life into things that, you know, maybe to a lot of people in this disposable world would just toss into the trash. So clearly, you know, a lot of these older things are built really well, and if you just understand like how the mechanics of it work, you know, you can not only make them very functional again, but also do a great job. So there's Bo, yeah. So we ordered a wall mural that was a peel and stick from a company called Wall Muir, and really good quality wall like paper material, very thick. The adhesive was great, but like with a lot of other projects, we had a little bit of issue. When we hung it, it looked beautiful. The cabin was nice and warm, and we even, Scott thought, you know, to like kind of frame around the edges, because we were concerned that maybe with the cold the edges would pull up. Well, what actually happened was not only the edges pulled up, the entire thing kind of pulled up. And so what happened was it's like it shrunk in the cold, because here in Ohio, like right now, it's probably about 19 degrees.
Yeah, it's 19 out right now.
Yeah, that's why we're very comfortable, you know, in our coats inside as it's warming up and everything. But so the wallpaper mural, when we first put it up, was perfect. Now it looks more like fabric, and like with a lot of things, we're just like, you know what? We think it looks great. It's a cabin.
It's a cabin.
That's right, and we have fun kind of quizzing each other. We are Jeopardy nerds here, so we're constantly, some of us, that would be me, are not, geography's not my best category, so this will help us maybe with our Jeopardy prowess. So, but anyway, we have found things along the way that we really like to you know, use to warm it up, warm up the cabin, because in the winter it is really, really cold. And one of the things we love to do is watch movies. So Scott has been really great about downloading, or is it uploading?
Downloading.
Okay, YouTube channel videos that he really likes, like Trout and Coffee. What are some other ones you like?
Surviving Ringworm's a great one. Michigas is a great one.
Yeah. Just a lot of travel channel ones.
Lot of travel type things, and a lot of outdoor construction and things like that. And Outdoor with the Morgans, that's another real good one.
Yeah.
That's somewhat local too.
It's a super cozy place. Just a few years ago, we had no Wi-Fi here at all, and as time has gone on, even though our neighbors are Amish, the Wi-Fi is getting better and better. So that's been a good thing, at least for those of us who enjoy our Wi-Fi. So whoa. So anyway, so should I take them into?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go in.
Yeah. So a lot of this, like you say, a lot of the furniture you see here has been in our family. This door, I think you mentioned before, is like, it's like 130 years old or more. It came from
on the video that we had with
I
that.
don't want to crunch the wallpaper. And so come on in here. And one of the big reveals for the boys was to see this, because they all helped in some way put the foundation on, build the foundation, you know, and do different things. Drew and Scott braved the heat of the summer, putting up the roof and the, you know, under the shingles, and doing the shingling when it was about 90 degrees outside, which was brutal. This piece here is an old buffet that was in Scott's family for at least 2-3 generations, and we repurposed it with a lovely sink that was a pedestal sink from our neighbors Rita and Steve. Thank you, Rita and Steve. They've given us a bunch of stuff, and that's what's been fun, is that neighbors who are really excited about this project are like, hey, can you use this? Hey, can you use that? And we usually say yes, and then we figure out down the way, you know, how to actually use it. So one of the cool things, if you could show them the mirror here, this was a bathroom mirror that was pulled out of our friend Debbie Whitmer's bathroom when she remodeled, and we decided to repurpose it here. And Scott just built a frame around it. It's beautiful wood. We still have lights to put up and things, but for the most part, we're good here. And of course, our homemade composting toilet, which is plumbed to the outside. It has a fan in there, and again, all just kind of Scott's ingenuity. So Bo wants to talk too. So anyway, so let's go upstairs really quick. Oh, we put a little, you know, so a lot of the stuff that we've put back up was here in the cabin for a long time. Our 3 bears picture, I always like that, because we have 3 bears, basically, our sons. And go upstairs and see what's up here. So Adam's going to be the brave son who stays here tonight. And not much has changed up here, but I hung the burlap and did the insulation like 2 winters ago. It was one of the first things I wanted to do. And so we're going to do this up also in the bathroom the way we can. We bought a ton of burlap to do it. It's just basically landscaping burlap from a company called Uline, I think it is. It's a catalog company, and they sell
It looks great.
everything. So, but anyway, the cots are relatively comfortable if you don't have a bad back. For taller or larger people, they're maybe not the best option. So we have a blow-up mattress that's a queen size that is a champ, and it's nice and tall. So for people who are older, they don't have to bend down so far. So that's probably, I don't know what Adam will choose to sleep on tonight.
Well, the good thing is that we have options here. So like if you're a couple and you're getting along well, you can use that, or not so well, you can use those.
Or your brothers.
Or your
far
brothers.
apart from each other. Yep. But other things too, just like we have a nice propane heater here. Kerosene, that's what I meant. At work we have for our university, a personals or classified page, and a lot of the things that we bought, including a couple of cars, have come from what we call B-Bay, because it's Baldwin Wallace University's version of eBay. And so that has been really lovely for really cold days.
We should say too that we don't use it while it's sitting there. We take it downstairs into the main area.
It's a storage. This is where it just fits right now.
Right.
So yeah, and as we come around, we're adding more like storage options and things like that to be able, for when people stay, they have a little trunk to be able to keep their stuff. So, and this dog bed is up here because our dog is still in destroy mode. He's still coming out of the puppy stage, and when he sees this, he sees it as something he needs to shred immediately. So we're hoping that he does not do that in a little bit of time. So anyway, so that's about it for up here. This is where I think the gang is going to probably sleep when they all get back. Cool. So we're going to be hanging more of the greenery down the steps. We'll just be careful, figure out the plugs for all of that. Thank you for turning that light on.
You're welcome. One thing I was going to show here too, it's kind of interesting, is One of the things that we did when we set this up, we've talked a couple times about it's going to be on commercial power, and it's a little harder to see maybe, but that's the electrical box there. That's for 60 amp service eventually, and that's what will run from the barn out to here at some point. But right now, as we showed you just a minute ago, the generator's powering us up, and we have the battery pack actually in the bathroom running the fan, the 12-volt fan. So anyway, so that's it. So it looks great, Bets. I mean, what a exciting development considering where it came from. And like I say, we've got some pictures that we'll show you that I think we'll put at the very end. That's where we started, and maybe a picture. Yeah, maybe a picture or two of where we're at now. So, or well, you already seen that. So anyway, so thank you, dear.
Absolutely.
We're gonna.
So I would just say for anybody that has an old building on their property, really take a look at it. Check out the bones, because we went back and forth for a while about should we just tear this down. And if you could pan to the ceiling here, Scott, that they don't make cabins like this anymore here in Ohio anyway. It was Amish built, but the wood that they used
was very good, high quality lumber.
Yeah, and it was like, I'm not sure we could build the same cabin really under any budget today. So,
right.
So yeah, that's my advice: is take a good look at it and don't just be quick to throw something away. See if it can be brought back to life. So Bo is anxious to be out of the cabin right now.
I think he wants to go play in the snow some more.
He does.
All right, so we're going to go take Bo and play in the snow. So
yeah.
we'll talk to y'all later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See ya.